Hello and welcome to my channel where we cover all things Weiss, Schwarz and chill with friends. My name is DJ Darkrai and today I'm going to be talking about the UK Open Live 2021. Before you carry on watching, please make sure to hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell to be informed of when I upload new content, and feel free to join our Discord server where you can get involved with the community. Links are in the description below. But on that note, let's jump straight in. So the UK Open was set up by 3 organisers, Brandon, Sam and Luke, as well as a small team to create an online tournament during the COVID pandemic. This happened back in February 2021, where 35 players took part in order to compete for the champion title. And after 5 weeks, Sammy D became our first UK Open champion. After the online event, it was always the intention to create an in real life event, and that's where I came on as an organiser to help set up UK Open Live 2021. And with COVID restrictions being lessened in the UK, we decided that we were going to host the UK Open Live on November 20th in Colville, Leicestershire at the West End. And we had players attend from all over. We had players from England, we had players from Scotland, and we even had one player come from Germany. Big shout out to Muon. Side note, say hi to the cats. And with players registered, we found that there were 28 different Neo Standard sets being represented, as well as 20 of those actually being unique representations. See this table here for more information. Feel free to pause if you want to take a bit of a deeper look. And with 39 players, saw that we had 6 rounds of Swiss, followed by a top cut. Now our top cut was very different. We don't do the standard Bushiroad top cut of a top 8 or top 16 cut. Oh no. We decided to do a X2 top cut, meaning that as long as during Swiss you only lose a maximum of 2 games, you're into top cut. Now the X2 cut idea was actually first tested during the February event online, and for 2 reasons we decided to keep it for the live event. Firstly, we really hate the idea of players losing out to bubbles. I know that myself, I've lost out to a bubble back in BCS 2018. We also have Brandon, who has actually lost out to bubbling 5 times during official BCS events, and we really didn't want our players to experience that. Secondly, we actually did a survey before we actually hosted the event, and we found that about 70 to 80% of players actually preferred the idea of an X2 cut. So we ultimately decided to just go with this and see what happened. And the event format was pretty standard. We had a 6-round Swiss based around our 39 players, and then we followed that up with our top cut, obviously being slightly different, being an X2 rather than a top X cut. And I bring back this table here because it shows the sets that actually got through to our top cut. You can see that there are 14 different entries into top cut thanks to our X2 bubble, and that meant that of the 14 top cut players, the very top 2 actually got a bye in the first round of top cut. And after Swiss, here's how people did. Note that there were absolutely no X0 finishes, but there were 5 X1 finishes and 9 X2 finishes, which led to our 14 player top cut. And after that, here is our top cut brackets. You can see here that our 2 seeded players actually made it through to the final 4, but only one of them made it to the final, Lee, who ultimately ended up being our winner. Now I want to take a moment to thank the people that made this event possible. Shadow Raid led. No, in all seriousness, I want to make sure we thank our main sponsors, our prize support givers, as well as our community. So firstly, our lead sponsor, Top Deck Inn, based in the Milton Keynes in the UK. They are in my opinion, the best store in the UK for nerdy culture stuff in terms of card games, Gunpla even, Dungeons and Dragons merchandise, you name it. Literally they cover Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, Vanguard, Weiss, Schwarz obviously. They do a fantastic job in terms of providing for the community, and they basically helped us with some of the event organisation side in terms of setting up our payment system. As well as that, they also provided some fantastic prize support as well as some really good variety to our prize support, and again, without them this event just would not have been possible. Secondly, we have Blackfire. They are a European distributor again. They provide a massive amount of prize support. Here's a picture of just some of the prize support that we had for the event. And again, without Blackfire providing what they did and basically donating all of this product, the event wouldn't have been as impactful as it was in terms of the prize support that we had and what the players had to play for. So again, a really big thank you to Christian and the guys at Blackfire. And thirdly, I want to make sure I thank the players. Again, without the players, this event wouldn't even exist. You know, we had 39 players come and join us. We know we could have had more as well if it weren't for the COVID restrictions. And I genuinely believe that, you know, we had about 10 people that were going to come from Croatia, which would have been incredible. We also could have had maybe another 2 or 3 more from Germany. I know there's maybe 2 or 3 that would have come from Netherlands, potentially Switzerland. I know there have been people around Europe that definitely would have come to this event. And unfortunately, just due to how things are in the world right now, that didn't happen. But regardless of that, these guys still supported us online during our promotions on Facebook. They still really took part in the. They came and watched us on the stream. They really interacted on the chat. You know, so the players alone, the player base, the UK and the European and even the global Weiss Schwarz community really interacted with the event, which again made the event really worthwhile. So again, thank you. And finally, I want to take a moment just to thank the staff of the event. Obviously, we've got the organisers. I know I was one of them, but the other organisers were really great throughout the event. We also had a fantastic tech team support, which I won't name names, purely down to personal preferences. However, those guys, without them, we had so many issues the day before the event, and without them, we wouldn't have got them solved. It got done properly. It was good quality. The audio quality was really top notch as well. You know, we got very lucky with the guys that helped us out on a volunteer basis for tech, and you know, again, without those guys, the broadcast of what we did would just not have been possible. So again, a big thank you to those guys. As well, our judges. I was actually one of the judges as well during the event, but we also had 2 other very experienced judges on the floor. And again, without those, in terms of being able to provide their rulings and things like that, the event wouldn't have been as much of a success or as organised a success as it was. And finally, I want to do a big shout out to our commentators for the live stream, Ewan and John. They've been members of the community for a while now, and you know, they went through a little bit of a process to actually get the commentator role, and I genuinely believe that, you know, they really did a fantastic job of portraying the event, portraying the energy of the event, giving actual like in-depth commentary in terms of the actual games that were happening, as well as providing some analysis for us as well. Those 2 did a really fantastic job. And in reflection, I genuinely believe that the event was a success. I think ultimately things were very smooth. I think they were organised pretty well. There were some hiccups in terms of our tech side, some of the logistics side as well, but I genuinely believe that it was actually better than we anticipated it to be. We had a really decent turnout as well, and I know we could have got more. So I genuinely think that we've definitely got a recipe to make this even better in the future with the feedback that we get from the community, plus our own reflections as organisers and staff members. And you know, I really look forward to the next one. We're not sure when that's going to be yet, but we do intend to do something next year. Whether that's going to be online or it's going to be in real life again, we haven't confirmed this yet. But again, if you are interested in a second UK Open, please let us know in the comments below to say that, you know, you'd be really willing to come. Even if like people would come from the States, I doubt that. I really doubt that. But I know people from Europe would be really interested in coming along. So yeah, if you are interested in a UK Open Live 2022, let me know in the comments below. But that'll be it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. Really appreciate your support. If you can, again, please hit that subscribe button. Cat. And that'll be it for today's video. Thank you very much for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe and hit that notification bell to be informed of when I next upload. Again, links in the description below in terms of following the Weiss Schwarz UK Open social medias, as well as my social medias and Discords. If you're interested, please feel free to click them and interact with the community. But apart from that, thank you very much for watching, and I really look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye!